Hey YouTubers, it's me, Monkey Dragon here, helping all your green gobs out there. Well anyways guys, the topic of today's video is the Black Ops 2 patch notes for 1.11 for PS3. And with that, let's go ahead and begin. Okay guys, so what I'd like to discuss here is some of the big things that I think are important to you guys, and then some of the minor things that may be a little bit more personal to me, but I think also might affect you guys. And yeah, let's go and dive right into it. So I like to start off with some of the gun patches, because I think those are some of the most important things. And they pretty much, in this patch, they went completely attacking on the dual-wielding pistols. The Cap 40 has a damage reduction, and the B23R also has damage reduction. And then the B23R dual-wield has damage reduction, and the B23R hipfire accuracy has been reduced, so it's more inaccurate. Also, the launchers for the FHJ-18, the movement speed has been increased. For me personally, I never found, while running that gun, if you guys don't know what that is, that's pretty much the Stinger, if that rings a bell to you. It's the thing that you use to take out of the airs. I think you can also take out a sentry gun and a Guardian with it. I don't know. But basically, when I run this thing, it doesn't really matter. I'm not trying to run around and shoot people with it. I'm usually standing in one spot, spinning around in a circle, trying to find that UAV, but I don't know why I need that. Anyways, let's go and talk about Mob of the Dead. So some of the things that they did fix is apparently there was an issue to where if you planted a zombie shield, the zombies would apparently pile up on it. I don't know whether that means that if you replace the shield, the zombies would come and destroy it, because that's something that I use to get rid of shields and stuff. So I'm not too sure how that's going to affect zombies, but I'm looking forward to seeing how it works. Also, apparently I didn't know that this was a glitch, but apparently you're able to get more Blundergats than intended. I'm fairly sure that they're not talking about the 2 Blundergats, because the way I know it is you can get one out of the box and then one from the skulls. But maybe there's a way for you to get more. I think I've seen a glitch tutorial on how to get 5 of them or something along those lines. I'm not too sure, but what are you going to do? So let's go and move on. So this is a big one. This is a big one that I really want to talk about, because this has affected me, my friends, some of you guys. I know this. Is they fixed the issue where you could fall out of the gondola into unplayable areas. This is 2 things. One, I've had this happen to me in 2 different ways. One way was that on our way of buying the gondola and moving to another direction, that when we bought it, it made me go down because there was a zombie in there. That's why we stayed in there. We're like, oh god, zombies, oh, we bought it, and then we left, and I went down. And when my friends went to go revive me, they were reviving when we were on the opposite end. And I couldn't move. And the only way I was able to move is when the gondola started, when my friend rebought the gondola to see if it would save me, and it allowed me to get out of the map for just a short period of time. But my wondering is whether or not it's talking about that, or if it's talking about the more common one, to where if there's a lag spike or if you're lagging, you would sometimes just fall out of the gondola. I'm looking forward to see which one it is, whether or not it's the one where if you go down, or whether or not it's the lag, or hopefully it's the combination of the both and you can't fall out of the gondola, because I hate the gondola now. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Apparently, and this is one that has really affected me and my friends because it's confused us a lot, is after you took the plane over to Pack-a-Punch, if you went back to the mainland, you would start seeing the little aftermarket signals everywhere, just all over the place. And apparently they fixed that, which is a good thing, because me and my friends, we'd be wondering, okay, did you go down? Did he go down? What's going on? What's going on here? Because you would just, literally, your screen would be filled with these freaking afterlight symbols, which just absolutely annoyance. So I hope to goodness they actually fix those things. So with that, let's go and move on. I wanted to mention 2 things first of all, before I start moving on to the next issues. Is these are 2 things that, from what I've seen from the PlayStation forums, and the link to the description to where I got all the patches is in the description below, and it's to the PlayStation forums. So the 2 differences between the Xbox One and the PlayStation One so far has been that apparently there was added support for a free trial of Revolution DLC from May the 24th to May the 28th, which was this weekend as far as I'm aware of. Yeah, this coming weekend. And apparently that's on Xbox, and then also the voting for the personal packs that are coming to PlayStation 3, that's also for Xbox. That's for us next month, basically. Okay, so let's get back to the main things that happened for PlayStation 3. Also, it says that it improved and expanded who can host the game of a lobby. I don't know whether or not that's a good thing or a bad thing, because when I think of it now, the hosts that they choose aren't really good hosts. I don't think I like the fact that they're going to widen the gap to allow more people to become hosts. But it does say they improve and expanded. I don't know if that means that they've changed it to where they're removing the bad guys and they're opening up to like let's just say only the good guys and the horrible guys are getting, hosting. So let's say, they remove the bad guys and now they're getting the medium guys and the good guys. I guess that could be a good thing, but I guess I'm gonna have to. I'm skeptical on how this is gonna work out. I hate the hosting right now. But let's go to move on to some more of the multiplayer issues. So let's go ahead and move on to this where they fixed the part where the reticles would sometimes disappear. And I don't know about you guys, but I've actually had this happen to me at least 10 times in different games. And it was quite frustrating because I like to run either red dot sights or millimeter scanners or some other variables of sights because I like sights. And it's not that I was completely blinded, but I was at a slight disadvantage not knowing where the center was. Although my constant use of these sights allowed me to go, okay, it's roughly about here. But still, it was an inconvenience to have it disappear to you sometimes. But I'm glad that they're fixing that. This next issue isn't something that happened to me personally, but has been reported to me by a couple of my friends. Apparently, after a host migration, the Peacekeeper would disappear from some people's inventory. I don't know whether that happened to you guys, but my friends have told me about this, and I thought I would mention it, that apparently they fixed that issue. Apparently, after the host migration, you come back in and you have no gun, you can switch to your secondary or anything, and you just run around unarmed. And sometimes you wouldn't even be able to pick that class. Sometimes, after you died, that fixed the issue. But, yeah, apparently they fixed it. Okay, so let's go and move on to the next thing. This one has actually personally affected me. They addressed the issue where the community reported that sometimes the score streak progress bar wouldn't fill up. If you guys don't know what that is, basically if you're going from like a UAV to, let's say, a hunter-killer drone, the white bar between, your two drones or your UAV and your hunter-killer drone, it wouldn't fill up and you wouldn't get your score streaks. And this has happened to me because I run... Is it Orbital VSAT? Yeah, it's Orbital VSAT. I run Orbital VSAT all the time to help out my team, and sometimes my bar wouldn't fill up to get the Orbital VSAT, so I'd be unaware of where I'm at, or whether or not I'd even be able to get it. And apparently they fixed the issue, which is good. Also, apparently, I think they fixed this issue last patch. Maybe they didn't do a good enough job of it. But the Death Machine and the War Machine, the ammo would reset. So basically, if you save like a bullet in each of them, it would save the ammo, and you'd be able to continue on from there. But apparently they didn't really fix it that well. Well, anyways, guys, that's the end of the patch update. Hope you guys all enjoyed it. So, like the video if you liked it, or if you found it helpful. Subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. Don't forget to tell your friends about me. If you want to stay updated on all my videos and everything I'm doing, follow me on Twitter. It's at xXMonkeyDragon. Link to it will be in the description. Well, anyways, guys, I'm Monkey Dragon. That's all I really got. Peace.